My cousin, he was killed right outside of my home in broad daylight when he was mistaken as a neighborhood drug dealer. That was my first introduction to the criminal justice system. Couldn't understand going into the courtrooms and seeing the number of African Americans coming in and out in chains and shackles. Why wasn't anybody outraged? I didn't understand the system. What was the system? How do you reform it? How do you change it?
As far as I can remember, I remember being out at the State House and the State Senate, I remember paging in like 5th and 6th grade. So for me, I have always been some attachment to politics. My dad was very active in NAACP, was very active in voter registration back in the 60s. So we have always been very aware of our voice and the need to use it.
My biggest role models were my mothers, my aunts, and my grandmothers, because they were the only women of color that I saw in my community. And at that time, there were African Americans in leadership, but they were men.
Because I think we have to have a diversity of voices in positions of power like this. Because in the absence of that, then the same structures get repeated over and over again.
It is incredibly important for you to not only know what's going on in your communities, but local politics is your daily life. It has an impact on your daily life.
It's okay to tailor things for communities that have been left behind. In fact, they're counting on you to do that. They are counting on you to know that lived experience, to know what has been absent from the conversation, and to be unafraid to say it.
My youth was certainly shaped by influential Black women who were in leadership positions and who were in elected office. And so, that's certainly something that's driven me over time.
Give back and ensure that you're pulling others up, right? And be unapologetically bold, beautiful, and brilliant. And yes, be excellent.
Our board, the United States of Women, want to say thank you. And the time for equality is always, always, always right now. Thank you and good night.